Alright, magandang hapon po sa lahat and welcome again to our KaSaMa Teachers live webinar. Today you are joining the webinar on the 2017 search for the Wyeth Nutrition Kid Innovators. Since all of you are no longer first-timers to our webinar, let me proceed to just give you a quick orientation on KaSaMa Teachers Online Community. As many of you already know, KaSaMa Teachers Online Community is one of the initiatives of UP NISMED. And as of this morning, there are already 1,855 of us in the community, and we're present in all 18 regions of the country, including Bahrain. And we're lucky to have Ivy with us, joining us from over there. So welcome again, everyone, and welcome to all members of KaSaMa Teachers. All right, as you already know, our online community conducts two webinar series. One is on the K-12 science curriculum, which we call the UP NISMED webinars, K-12 science series, and the other one is KaSaMa Teachers Live. From the title itself, you can tell that the UP NISMED science webinars are really intended for science teachers all the way from kindergarten to senior high school. 2 Fridays ago, our last webinar was on senior high school science, and the topic was genetics on pedigree analysis, which is a topic in general biology 2 in the STEM strand of the academic track. And today we are here for the KaSaMa Teachers Live webinar. This series is devoted to science and mathematics teachers, and the topics cross disciplines, such as this one. No? Although many would be interested, many of our science teachers will be interested in today's topic. It is actually open to all members of the community, including non-members who are engaged in facilitating students' conduct of scientific inquiry in their classes, as well as in supporting their students in project-based learning activities. So once again, welcome everyone, and we are happy to have with us these teachers. And for our agenda, we will have about 30 minutes for the actual presentation, and then we will open up also a question and answer session so that you will be able to clarify certain items in the search that you would like to ask our resource persons today. And as you have already experienced in past webinars, you can use our main chat for your questions, your comments, your feedback, or any reaction to what is being presented. And then you can make use again of our status icons using the different icons on the menu with the guy with the raised hand on top of your screen. So feel free to pick any of those icons as you interact with the content and also with our presenters today. So let me first introduce our presenters. We will start with Miss Anne Michelle T. Pador. She is the head or the supervisor of the communications group of Wyeth Nutrition Philippines. And with her is Mr. Adrian Marco Laksamana, who is also a communications specialist in Wyeth Nutrition. So ladies and gentlemen, they will be introducing themselves to you in more detail later on as they complete the presentation, and meanwhile, please allow me to load their presentations. You should be able to see in a while on your screens. Presentation, and the title slide that you should see on screen is showing the logo of Wyeth Nutrition Kid Innovators. Please type on the chat if you can see this slide already on your screens.
Okay.
All right, so looks like our presentation is already loaded. So let me, Paul, turn you over to Ms. Michelle Pador and also Mr. Marco Laksamana. So friends, KaSaMa teachers, let's all welcome Ms. Pador and Mr. Laksamana.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Ma'am Celia, for that brief introduction. Um, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everyone for making or finding time to join us today. This is something very special to us. We share, I know that being science teachers, you're passionate about science, and this is something that you share with us at Wyeth Nutrition. But before I actually start, because we are a nutrition company, please allow me to begin by saying that breast milk is best for babies. The World Health Organization recommends exclusive breastfeeding for the first 6 months of life. Wyeth Nutrition fully supports this and continued breastfeeding, along with the introduction of complementary food as advised by healthcare professionals. Um, I had to start with that because it's a protocol whenever we engage externally. We had to reiterate our support, and we believe that breast milk is superior. So that is for the introduction. I'd like to take you through Wyeth Nutrition's advocacy program entitled the Wyeth Nutrition Kid Innovators. This is actually an advocacy program that we launched last year when we celebrated our 100th year milestone. So last year we celebrated na isang daan taon na po ang Wyeth Nutrition. We've been advancing nutrition science for the past 100 years, and so we thought of having an advocacy program that is closest to the heart of Wyeth Nutrition. We feel that as a global leader in nutrition science, ano ba yung pinakamalapit sa amin na pwede naming ibalik sa community or ibalik sa society, and we feel na because ang Wyeth Nutrition is a strong supporter, is an innovator, so we felt it was best to empower our children, the young kids of today, at i-endear sila sa science because naniniwala kami na ang science ay cool. It's a lot of kids probably think that science is scary or boring, or it's something that is not interesting. We advocate na ang science is a way for us to move forward, no? A way to advance science is a way to advance societies. So nabuhay yung concept ng Wyeth Nutrition Kid Innovators. Ang mga bata kasi ngayon, they're very inquisitive, no? They're very curious. And sa Wyeth Nutrition, gusto namin i-nurture yung pagiging inquisitive ng mga bata, yung kanilang creativity. And we know that, and we believe that every child has a potential to be great. So, sabi namin, oh, what better way to really bring that to life than to have an advocacy program that will empower our kids to be the best that they can be, and at the end of the day, really just maximize their full potential. So, ayan, nabuhay na ang Wyeth Nutrition Kid Innovator. So, simulan ko lang po na sinabi ko po kanina, 100 years na yung Wyeth Nutrition, kaya nagkaroon kami ng ganitong advocacy program. Meron po kasing passion ang Wyeth Nutrition to nurture greatness. Naniniwala kami na ang bata, given the proper nutrition, proper care, and proper guidance and support from parents, educators, malayo po ang mararating niya. Hindi yung possibilities are endless. And we recognize the crucial role of teachers in making sure na maging successful at makalipad at makaarangkada ang mga bata. Kaya po inisip namin na ang magiging key para maging successful ang program na ito kapag merong support rin sa parents at teachers. Kaya kayo pong mga advocates ng science at mga pangalaga ng ating mga kabataan sa paaralan, which is our second home. Kudos to all the teachers. At alam ko, it's not easy to be a teacher. No, it's actually a sacrifice. It's a very noble profession. We at Wyeth Nutrition, we acknowledge the crucial role that you play for also us to be able to bring to life our mission of nurturing healthier generations. Okay, so meron po kaming Kid Innovators program. Ito po ay actually nasa third season na. Noong ni-launch po namin ito noong 2015, we recognized, later on si Marco will be sharing with you more details. But after the 2 seasons, we are more than convinced that this is something that we really need to do more of. We hope to be able to reach out to more teachers like you, to more kids, students who share our passion to make a difference through science and innovation. Akala kasi natin ngayon dahil syempre marami ng mga BPOs, call centers, yun ang way to go at yun ang mas magandang route. While we also respect that, we also believe na maraming mga kids who are developing their love for science. Kaya gusto namin talagang i-promote ang science among kids. Magkaroon ito na imulat sila sa benefits, advantages of loving science, no? Kaya through you po, kayong mga science teachers, hinihingi po naman yung support ninyo to help us promote yung science among kids. Yun, so yung ano po, yung pong season ngayon mas maganda because we've expanded it. Dati kasi merong kaming isa lang yung category. It's called the Kid Innovators category. Pero later on, makikita po ninyo, we are also including kids as early as 5 to 8 years old. And this is so because we feel na before sila maging kid innovators, gusto namin silang simulan ng mas maaga. So they will develop their love for science at a younger age and nurture yung qualities at yung mga values na necessary. So when they get a little older, they would have already developed their love for science. So makikita po ninyo, i-explain po ni Marco in a little while yun pong mga mechanics at yun pong ibang detalye ng program. But from my perspective, I just would really like to take this chance to seek your help if you share yung aming passion na to empower kids, to make a difference, and to build our nation through science and innovation. It's not gonna be easy, we know, pero yung katulad ng mga kung tutulungan po ninyo kami na to encourage the young students and kayo rin po as educators at ambassadors ng science, if we work together, then we can have a bigger impact in our community and in the society, so we can advance together as a country. So I think Marco is ready to share the details, and I'm sure that you would also like to, for those of you who are interested to join, Marco will share with you the details of the program. Thank you po.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Let me introduce myself again. Ako po si Marco Laksamana, Communication Specialist po sa Wyeth Nutrition. Mention po ni Michelle earlier na yung Wyeth Nutrition Kid Innovators is among our projects to promote our advocacy, to uh, promote yung passion for innovation, tsaka love for science. So, marami pong interested na sumali, and this year po, actually, yung mas exciting yung magiging program natin kasi po, dalawa na yung category. Na-mention po ni Michelle earlier na yung category natin before is just the Kid Innovators category, which was open to students from ages 9 to 14. Iniisip po namin na mas maganda siguro na simulan natin ng maaga, and mas maganda na ma-encourage din yung mga teachers and as well yung mga parents to support yung curiosity ng mga anak nila. So, tsaka mga students nila. So, dinagdag po namin for the next season yung upcoming Kid Innovators category. So, yung upcoming Kid Innovators category po is open to pupils ages 5 to 8. And ito po, parang tandem sila, magka-tandem sila ng kanilang magulang. Tapos, meron pong supervision ng kanilang coach or teacher. So, yung pong upcoming Kid Innovators category is open po para sa mga bata na may interest na nakikita na natin yung curiosity, tsaka yung parang passion nila to innovate. So, ngayon po, aside from the Kid Innovators category for students from ages 9 to 14, we also have the upcoming Kid Innovators category for pupil parent tandems. So yung age po din ng mga participants dito is 5 to 8 years old. So from the two categories, ma-explain ko naman po ngayon kung paano po sumali. So sa makikita nyo po sa slide, kailangan po nila mag-present ng 1 to 3 minute video na magpapakita po nung science project nila or activity. So for both categories po ito. So for the Kid Innovators category, they will show a short demonstration of their project, their science activity. Tapos yun pong sa upcoming Kid Innovators category, same thing po, 1 to 3 minute video rin po na nagpapakita kung ano po yung science activity or project na ginawa nung pupil-parent tandem. Aside po sa video, they have to submit a written brief po. Dito po yung mga details ng pagsali, kasama na po yung name ng participants. Dahil po, yung sa Kid Innovators category po, it's open to groups or teams na 1 to 3 members po for each team. And then, sa Kid Innovators category din po, meron din po silang kasamang teacher advisor, science teacher advisor. Aside from the name of participants, coach, and school, you also have to include the activity title, purpose. Tapos, syempre po, kailangan nating i-indicate yung inspiration ng project. Gusto po kasi nating malaman kung ano yung nag-i-inspire sa ating mga students. Ano po yung nagmo-motivate sa kanila para i-pursue yung gusto nilang scientific innovation, at saka yung ano yung nagsaspark ng interest nila and curiosity nila for science. Aside from that po, for judging purposes din po, we have to include documented process. As much as possible, sana po detailed yun, yung documented process. And then, project abstract po for the Kid Innovators category. It's provided in the website po. Makikita nyo po maya na may mga downloadable forms po kami. The application form and the endorsement form po. As much as possible po kasi gusto namin na involved din yung school para po makita natin yung support ng academe dun sa efforts ng bata na i-pursue yung science and passion for innovation po. Meron po tayong deadline kasi po actually last September 23 po yung naging grand finals nung second season ng Search for Wyeth Nutrition Kid Innovators. So last September 23 po, we have 5 grand finalists na nag-compete po. And after po yung sa competition, same day po, nung grand finals, is we also launched the next season para po naman next year dun sa Search for the White Nutrition Kid Innovators. Dun din po namin sinama na yung bagong category for upcoming Kid Innovators. So for next year na po ito, yung submission deadline po is on or before May 31 po via email to kidinnovator@wyethnutrition.com. So makikita po natin dun sa slide yung yung email address and the website po. Actually, you can visit the website for details po of this the program po. Bale po, yung submission ng entries po, ongoing na po siya. Kasi ang launch po natin, every grand finals, magbubukas na po ulit tayo nung cycle, nung collection ng entries for the next season naman po. So, around September rin po, next year naman, yung grand finals ulit. Nung third season naman po ng Wyeth Nutrition Kid Innovators. So para po makita po natin yung development from last season nung ating program, may hinanda po kaming presentation para po makita natin yung difference ng mechanics from the first season and second season po. So yung una po, dahil science Kid Innovators category pa lang po yung meron tayo. So that's yung category na open for students from 9 to 14 years old. Ang nire-require po natin sa kanila ay mag-submit ng science-related projects. So, before po, wala pa siyang theme actually na parang particular. Pero sa second season, nilabas po natin na dapat ang submission nila ay science projects on nutrition, health, and wellness. So yung category po natin as discussed earlier, dati po Kid Innovators category lang po, which is open for students from ages 9 to 14. So for next season, yung po yung sa 2017 na, yung grand finals, we have Kid Innovators category for students from ages 9 to 14, and we have upcoming Kid Innovators for students from ages 5 to 8. Yung sa upcoming Kid Innovators po, meron po silang katandem na magulang. Ito na po yung prices. Actually po, yung iba po, syempre, we want to reward also. And aside from recognition po, we want to encourage yung efforts ng mga bata at ng mga teachers at parents to really push for developing and nurturing yung passion for innovation and love for science ng mga bata. So, para po masuportahan din yung science projects ng mga bata and we hope na pagpapatuloy po nila yung pag-develop ng mga science projects and activities nila. So, we also have our prizes for the winners. So, for the first season po, ang nangyari, from the 5 grand finalists, pumili po ng tatlo. Yung from the panel of judges, they chose 3 top entries na nanalo po ng 100,000 pesos cash prize for each team po yun. And aside from the 100,000 peso cash prize, meron din pong counterpart na 100,000 pesos worth of science and technology showcase for the schools. So nanalo na po yung teams and yung winning team po, pati yung school nila makaka-receive din po ng cash prize. For the second season po, for the next season, for the Kid Innovators category, pinalta na po natin yung mechanics. Bale, ang ginawa po natin, instead of just awarding 3 top teams, ginawa na po nating tiered yung prizes po natin. So we will recognize yung first place, second place, and third place winners po. So as you can see on the slide, makikita po natin na varying na rin po yung cash prizes. Pero po, I would like to highlight kasi napansin din po namin na may effort din si teacher, advisor, doon sa pagtulong sa mga bata, pag-encourage doon sa mga students natin to develop their projects. So, sila po, kung ano man po yung maging place nung team sa grand finals po, they will receive a 10,000 peso cash prize. That's for the teacher advisor. For the schools naman po, same ang parang mechanics po natin na kapag po first place winner, kung ano po yung ma-receive nung student team, yun rin po yung matatanggap na amount po nung science and technology showcase for the school, for the participating school. So that's for the Kid Innovators category. For the upcoming Kid Innovators category naman po, since the category is open not just for science projects but also science activities. So ang cash prize po natin, parehas din po yung placing. So may first place, may second place, and may third place po. And we also will also offer cash prize for the teacher advisor aside from the cash prize na matatanggap po ng pupil parent tandem. Yung school din po ng mananalong team, mananalong pupil parent tandem ay makakatanggap din po nung kung anong amount po nung matatanggap nung pupil parent tandem. May nakita po akong question kanina, no? Ano daw po yung ipapasa? Nagawa na po ba or proposed project pa lang? Sa atin po, ini-encourage po natin na na-develop na po yung project. Kasi po yung pagpe-present nila, as much as possible po, na undergo na nila not necessarily completely yung scientific method, pero at least meron na silang initial na hypothesis or may conclusion na sila kahit papaano. Actually, kahit wala pang conclusion. Pero dahil po i-judge yung entry as a science activity or project, gusto po sana natin na mas kumpleto yung mapapasa nila. Pwede naman po na proposed project pa lang, pero sana po yung proposed project actually running na siya or na-develop na siya or in the process of developing na siya, pero may initial na results. So para po makita natin yung evolution Wyeth Nutrition Kid Innovators po. For the first season, uh, we started po with our special awardees. Bale, hindi pa po siya parang active na search na contest. So, ang ginawa po natin, nag-recognize po tayo ng mga outstanding kid innovators with their projects. So, yung una po natin na ni-recognize po nung first season ng Wyeth Nutrition Kid Innovators is si Amin Hataman po. Ang invention po niya ay biodegradable plastic made of coconuts. Si Amin po actually nanalo na po siya ng international awards because of his science project, science innovation. Twice na po siyang nanalo. Yung isa po, bronze medal po. Tapos yung isa, nanalo po siya ng first prize sa Georgia. Isa pa po sa mga ni-recognize natin na Kid Innovators ng first season, bali po, team po sila. Si Jean Alexis Marasigan, Binley Hasit Uy, Mary Christine Amon, si Lyra May Sosito, and Alexis Andrea Tamayo. Gumawa naman po sila ng light intensity meter operated automatic gas tank valve lock. Pero medyo mahaba po yung pangalan. Makikita po natin yung mga kid innovators natin usually. Yun nga po, dahil sobrang innovative ng mga ginagawa nila, ang daming actually ang haba ng pangalan.
I think, Marco, if I may add, this project is related to safety at home. Nag-install sila ng parang motion sensor na pag walang gumagalaw sa kusina, nag-auto lock, nag-auto parang off yung gas tank. Kasi parang nagkaroon ata ng parang sunog dun sa community because may pumutok na tangke ng gas. So ito naman, in response to that, naglagay sila ng pag walang na-detect na motion in the kitchen, namamatay yung gas. Yun yung functionality naman nitong project nila, Alexis.
So yung next project naman natin, yung kay Justin Silvestre and Adrian De La Cruz. Sa kanila naman yung oxygen plasma surface modification of polylactic acid cellulose acetate chitosan nanocomposite fiber. Medyo ano siya, ang haba rin ng pangalan. Hindi ako familiar actually dito sa invention na to.
Okay. Itong project na ito may antibacterial properties, yung gauze. Yung usually, di ba, pag may sugat, no, sa wound, may nilalagay tayong gauze, parang Mediplast, ganyan. Pero ito, naglagay sila ng antibacterial properties para pag binalot yung sugat, meron siyang may effect kasi nga may antibacterial properties yung material nila. Yun ang kanilang project.
Thanks, Michelle, for explaining. Parang nabibilib lang ako sa kanila actually. Makikita po natin o mapapansin natin na yung mga projects na sinasubmit nila, very practical yung application. We have one for environmental protection kasi yung biodegradable plastic. Tapos yung isa naman safety. Tapos yung isa naman hygiene, nutrition din. Tapos health and wellness. So makikita po natin na yung science projects activities na sinasubmit ng ating mga finalists actually ay very socially relevant. So, yun po yung actually yung hinahanap rin po natin sa ating mga science projects na sinasubmit po for the search. Gusto ko lang po mag-entertain ng ibang questions pala na ngayon ko lang po na nakita. Bali po, yung limit po ng dami ng pwedeng sumali.
Ang limit ng pwedeng sumali. Pag po kasi per group, maximum po of 3. Meron din po kaming na-receive na question, how many entries can a group submit? Ang sagot po doon ay sana isa po so they can concentrate on a specific project. But as to how many projects can one school submit, hindi naman po kami naglalagay ng limit doon. Basta iba-iba po yung groups na magpa-participate. Yun po. So ano po ba yung, if we can clarify the question, I hope I was able to answer that.
We will check sa chat natin. Yung isa pang question, may oral presentation ba yung project? Ah, sa video presentation, we require each team to submit a 1 to 3 minute video. That video actually, ang purpose nun is to enable to let the team discuss kung ano yung naging inspiration ng project nila, and aside from that, yung process, and at the same time, ano yung function, yung relevance din ng project nila. Once makita natin yon, meron isa sa mga criteria actually, para doon sa mga projects sa judging natin is they will present their innovation sa grand finals. Um, Last September 23, yung 5 grand finalists po natin, nag-demonstrate po sila sa ating board of judges nung kanilang mga innovation. And from their presentation, kasama po yun sa criteria kung paano sila na-judge dun sa kanilang innovation. So kasama po, meron pong oral presentation yung ating mga teams na sasali po sa ating Search for Wyeth Nutrition Kid Innovators. Sa grand finals na po yun. Bali yung 5 grand finalists po na mapipili, sila po yung magbibigay ng oral presentation and demonstration before our board of judges. Ito yung pong present ko po kanina, yun po yung sa first season po, yung special awardees natin. Bali po, itong next slide po natin, sila po yung nanalo last September 23 sa ating Wyeth Nutrition Kid Innovators Grand Finals po. Bali, we started with 18 entries na nasala po natin, na limit to 5 entries na nag-participate po to and presented po dun sa grand finals natin last September 23 po. Yung first, ito po, in no particular order po, kasi yung pong tatlong winners natin, pare-parehas po yung projects nila na napili na maka-receive po ng 100,000 peso cash prize. Yung first team po natin ay galing po sa St. Scholastica's College, Manila. Si Katrina Isabel Season, Andrea Samantha Estrella, and Adrian Ong. Ang ginawa po nila, very simple po actually, pero yung process po is complex. They used banana stems aside from other components po para makagawa ng water filtration and distillation system. So para po sa kanila, yung paggamit po ng indigenous materials, yun po yung parang naging solution nila sa lack of potable water, lalo na po kapag times of calamities, pag po may mga bagyo, pag po mga far-flung areas. So inisip po nila na yung banana stem po very accessible, lalo na po sa ating mga probinsya po natin. So kapag po nalaman nila yung very easy to replicate po yung kanilang invention. So isa po sila sa mga nanalo because of the social relevance din po nung kanilang entry. Yung isa pong entry pa natin ay si Malaika Rose Rentuza and Hannah Nicole Gaudiel. From ano naman po sila? Philippine Science High School, Central Visayas Campus po. Ang presentation po nila is yung anti-ripening paper. Yung Kasi po sa kanila, dahil napansin nila ah, maraming nasasayang na harvest kasi po na-overripe sa storage tsaka sa transportation. So gumawa po sila ng way, parang gumawa sila ng paper na dun ibabalot yung agricultural produce para po mas slow down yung ripening process. And then next po is yung si Jericho Villarico of Baguio City naman po. Gumawa siya ng autocall doorknob. So kapag po ah may nag-attempt na pumasok doon sa bahay niya, nakalock yung pintuan. So pag ginalaw niyo yung doorknob, automatically tatawagan kayo. Tapos, ino-notify kayo. Magte-take ng picture yung ang ginamit po niya dito sa innovation niya na to ay cellphone. So, automatically may picture na makukuha nung intruder at the same time, mano-notify kayo through a phone call. So, dun po, salamat po sa pakikinig. So, yun po yung mga entries po natin na na-recognize natin during the first season and second season po nung Wyeth Nutrition Kid Innovators.
Thank you, Marco. There was a question about mentors. We encourage, no, of course, we actually want to encourage collaboration. We know that these kids are great, but it will be best to also have guidance from their science teachers. So, kaya po meron din tayong actually incentive para doon sa coach or doon sa advisor para po it's going to be a collaboration between the kid innovator and either a coach or a science teacher. So, okay po ang mentor. I-declare naman po yun in the documents that they will submit. Yung up to grade 8 lang po, kahit it doesn't matter kung ano pong grade level, basta you will fall between 9 to 14 years old doon sa Kid Innovators category at 5 to 8 years old naman po sa upcoming Kid Innovators. So individual category po ba ito? Yung pong, ang category po kasi natin dalawa lang. Doon po sa Kid Innovators category, pwede po kasing individual or maximum of 3 members. May restriction po ba sa method or experimental procedure? Hindi ko po ito masasagot. Ang output po kasi natin na gusto ay, so it's a science project related to nutrition, health, and wellness. Now, kung ano po yung method or experimental procedure na magagamit po dito, depende na po yun sa strategy siguro ng mentor at ng kid innovator. Yun pong is it more of an invention? What if it's about transforming a community through presenting a mechanism to solve a community problem? Ideally po, the innovation or the project, the science project, should help address a community or a societal concern or issue. So, yun po yung So, whether it's an innovation po kasi we feel it's more of building on something or meron na yung concept is there pero you've infused a new way or a new system that makes it even more functional or making use of already or making use of existing materials, putting it together for a different use. Yun po. So, ang importante po ay naging creative sa pagsosolve ng problema or ng isang concern through science. Yun po. Yung sa documents po, pag po i-upload po kasi namin sa wyeth.com.ph/kidinnovator, in November po, ibibigay po namin sa inyo yung link. Nandoon na po yung mga templates that you can download para po standard yung pagpasa po ninyo ng mga requirements. Meron pa po ba kayong ibang mga tanong? Again po, let me just, before we probably close, i-highlight lang po namin, no, we really just want to take this opportunity na magpasalamat po doon sa role ng mga teachers or science teachers who help us, who share yun pong aming passion na mailapit sa mga puso ng mga bata ang science. Kasi, you know, there's technology has taken over. Ngayon, punta ka lang sa Google, andyan na yung sagot. Pero we value, while we appreciate all the advantages of technology, there are things that we cannot replace, no, pagdating sa science, yung discipline na tinuturo ng science, yung values that you form, that you develop because of science or through science. So, tulungan po ninyo kami sa Wyeth Nutrition na mas mapalapit ang mga kabataan to endear science to mga kabataan na ito, because we believe that no matter how technology has advanced and has helped us, science will always be important and crucial, at hindi po natin talaga ito mapapalitan. So kahit gaano naka-techy ang mga millennials at ang mga kabataan ngayon, babalik at babalik tayo sa science. Kaya po, let's keep the passion of our kids alive, their love for science, for us to, as a way for us to move forward. Yun lamang po. Ito po, meron po about sa age po. Kailangan po pag naipasa yung project, dapat po 14 years old yung bata. So if ang deadline po ay May 31, dapat po, kung naipasa po niya ng February 14 at mag-birthday siya ng February 15, pwede pa naman po yun. Kung 15 years old na siya by February 15, pero naipasa niya ng February 14, pas pa naman po. Yun lang po.
At dahil po gusto naming iparamdam sa inyo ang aming appreciation sa inyo pong pag-attend sa webinar na ito at pakikinig po sa inyong questions, makakatanggap po ang bawat isa ng lahat po ng makikita nyo po sa ating slide, yung Wyeth Nutrition Kid Innovators hoodies, tapos po yung Wyeth Nutrition Kid Innovators USB and laser pens, tsaka po yung Wyeth Nutrition Kid Innovators lanyard. So, alam ko po, kasama po dun sa form na pinapa-fill up po ni Ma'am Celia, na yung pong address po ninyo kung saan po namin pwedeng ipadala ang inyo pong matatanggap na premium items from Wyeth Nutrition Kid Innovators po. It's our way of expressing our appreciation po for your...
Hello, folks. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, ma'am, we can. Hi, ma'am.
Oh, great. Yeah, maraming salamat. I've been trying to get through earlier because it seems like were some questions that we have not answered yet. So I think before we do the drawing of the prizes, let me just go back to some of these questions. Okay lang po ba? I think we still have
Ma'am
time to
Celia,
entertain.
ma'am.
Yes?
Opo. Ma'am
Yes?
Celia, we have ano po, we are giving everyone who's in the chat room now. We're giving all of
Really?
those premium items na. Konti lang
Wow!
naman yung ano.
Congratulations! Ang
Eh,
saya! Sana pala participant lang
short,
din ako, ano?
parang we
Okay,
didn't
good.
really bigyan ng jacket yan.
Bigyan ng jacket yan. Ang galing. Okay. So, mabalik lang ako doon. I think our participants are very, very happy. I'm so happy. You're so lucky. You're so special. Uh, babalikan po natin yung mga ibang tanong po ninyo na hindi pa kanina natin na-address. Okay lang po ba, Michelle and Marco?
Opo,
Hello?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, meron dito isang tanong, I think nasagot na rin ito, but maybe it would be good to reiterate, no? Tanong po ni Ma'am Roslyn, ano po yung theme? Saan po ba dapat naka-anchor yung innovation? I think okay na to, no? Nasagot na natin ito,
Nutrition, health, and
health.
wellness.
Yes, okay. So, yun yung pinaka-theme. So, doon iikot yung inyong mga projects ng estudyante ninyo. And there's also a question from both Mavic Rosales and I think isa din po ito sa kay Ma'am Lumolo o kay Ma'am Roslyn. May limit po ba sa number ng submissions or entries from each school or wala pong limit? Like, pwede po bang dalawa, tatlo, apat, lima from each school?
Opo, nabanggit po yan kanina. A team can only submit one project and that is so because we want them to really focus on the project para maganda yung quality. But as to the school, pwede pong wala naman po tayong sinet na limit for the school. So they can have multiple entries. A school may have multiple entries po.
Okay. And then, again, yung tanong dito ni Joji Claridad, no? Is there, when is what is the period, no? For this particular search? When will it start? We know that there's a deadline, but when is it open? When can they start submitting entries?
November, ma'am, we will upload the full set, the complete set of criteria on our website and we will share with you po the link. But it's open from November until 31st of May of
Okay,
2017.
so, ayan naulit na yan So, klarong-klaro na sa atin. Again, there's one question from Ivy Simbala. Can we submit projects which we will be using as entries to similar contests?
As long as the project is related to nutrition, health, and wellness, at hindi pa po ito nanalo sa previous competitions, pwede po.
Okay, so, basta hindi pa winner, no, ng other competitions. So,
Yes,
palagay ko merong form kayong susulatin dito, no? Na sinasabi ninyo na hindi pa kayo na kapanalo, yung entries ng mga bata hindi pa nanalo. Alright, so yung question ni Ma'am Bernadette about 14 years old turning into 15, I think nasagot na po yan. The question about the criteria was also already answered. It will be made available. Tama po ba, Michelle? Very soon. Yung sa criteria.
Yes, ma'am, that is correct. Yes,
alright. Tapos, question from Ma'am Roslyn again. May oral presentation pa po ba? I think this was also already answered. Tama ba? During the finals, no? Yung magko-qualify sa grand finals.
Yes, ma'am.
So again, ang tanong ni Eding, up to grade 8 lang po pala. I think, ang basis nito ay age, no? Hindi sa grade. So, estimate lang po yung grade level. So, ang pinaka-defining qualification po natin ay yung age, from age 5 to 14. So, yung regardless of the grade level, kasi depende kung anong taon yung bata pumasok sa school, no? And, yung tanong ni Mavic about gawa na ba o proposed pa lang? I think Marco also has already answered that. And the question about individual or group category, nasagot na rin ni Michelle sa chat. Both individual and groups, but the group should have a maximum of 3 members. Needing a mentor, nasagot na rin yan kanina. Sa experimental procedure na gagamitin, nasagot na rin po yan. Yung tanong po ni Eding, I think ang emphasis ni Eding dito, probably transforming a community is more of a process than the product, no? Than the end product. Nasagot na rin ni Michelle yan. Ang gusto ko lang siguro, pwede nating idagdag na it has to be a scientific solution, no? Not a social solution. So there is a very strong likelihood na may accompanying device dito na o product, actual product na gagamitin.
Yes, ma'am.
About the format, that's answered already. Yes.
Opo, nakalagay po dito kasi kung 15 years old, yung po kasing ating criteria hanggang 14 years old po. So, gusto po kasi natin na yung age na, yun po yung ating preferred age range, yung pong 9 to 14 years old.
Yeah, so siguro maganda din you can encourage the classes in the lower grades also to start doing investigatory projects, no? Para at least there's a lot of time to prepare, no? Until next summer, no? Pwede pa rin. So I think while nandyan sila ngayon sa grade 9, baka maimbitahan ninyo at ma-convince ninyo yung mga nasa lower grades, even yung sa elementary, no? Grade 1 up to grade 2 or kinder, you can still encourage their teachers, no? Or if you know of certain parents who are inclined to support their children's engagement in scientific inquiry, however simple, ay pwede talaga ninyo din silang ma-encourage. And hindi lang yun, no? Makasali pa sila dito, no? And there's a lot of prizes waiting for them, their advisors, and the school. Yun ang maganda doon, no? Yung package talaga yung incentives at saka yung rewards para sa kanila. Imagine yung para sa school, ang ganda. Kasi nakita ko kanina, ang para sa school, hindi pala siya predetermined na package, no? So the school can define, basta nandun sa amount, no? Within the amount that's allocated for the price, they can decide what would constitute their science and technology showcase, no? Ayun, yun ang maganda kasi talagang tututukan kung ano yung pangangailangan. Baka mamaya bibigyan kayo ng computer ay overflowing na pala yung computer ninyo. So but you need
that's right po.
More slinky kunyari, no? Yun. So ang ganda kasi mas tutok siya, mas authentic siya dun sa pangangailangan ng eskwelahan. Yes. Yun. So I think did we miss any other questions? Those are the ones that I have jotted down earlier. Kung meron pa po kayong dagdag na katanungan, I think we have time for about 2 more easy ones.
Meron lang pong tanong si Ma'am Bernadette, yung dun po sa how we can send them the premium items. Please share with us your preferred mailing address and we will mail the items to you po.
Okay. Yes. And later on, make sure that you filled out the attendance sheet, and also later on when you do the feedback, there's a question there at the end. I did not have time anymore to change that. It says that if you win a giveaway, could you type in the email address? Instead of doing that, instead of writing just your email address, can you write down, kasi nga lahat na kayo panalo na, grabe, ang ganda, ang galing, isulat nyo po yung inyong complete mailing address. Hindi ako sure, yung si Ivy sa Bahrain, Maybe, pwedeng itago muna dito sa akin. Gamitin ko muna IB, tapos pagdating mo, saka mo na lang kunin sa akin.
Basta meron pong courier na magdadala sa Bahrain, ipapadala po namin sa inyo, ma'am.
Wow! Okay, so solved na. Alright, so again, I'd like to thank our presenters today who came all the way from Makati, si Miss Michelle Pador, and also Mr. Marco Laksamana for providing our science teachers this very rare opportunity to have a one-on-one uh, consultation and discussion about the search. It is not always that we get this opportunity. And I'd like to say that in line with our advocacy of teaching science through inquiry, ito ay isang napakagandang opportunity that you can use to showcase what your students have already accomplished using science. And parang look at this as an opportunity for you also to cap all your efforts at facilitating projects in your own classrooms. And wag po natin ipagdamot ito, ipaalam po natin sa ibang mga teachers sa science na kilala natin, hindi lang sa eskwelahan natin, kundi sa mga networks natin, in the divisions that you're part of, in the region, if you're a regional trainer, for instance, or dun sa network ninyo ng mga schools, So, halimbawa, the Ateneo system, all the schools that you work with as cooperating schools. Ipaalam po natin sa lahat, mas maganda po, mas marami po yung magkakaroon ng pagkakataon na ma-showcase yung kagalingan ng ating mga estudyante at kabataan. Alright, so again, thank you Michelle and Marco, and thank you everyone for joining us. In a while, I'm going to flash the link to the feedback form. Please take time to fill it out. And then I'll also give you some tips from NISMED about how else you might be able to take advantage of the science and the inquiry and the innovation that goes into your science classes. There are some materials that I'd like to advertise. A previous webinar that's also dedicated to inquiry. So let me just show that on the screen. Please bear with me.
Yes, ma'am. While we're waiting for your presentation or for your slides, let me just take this chance, ma'am, to thank you. Thank you, Ma'am Celia, for giving us this opportunity to share our humble program with the science teachers, your members here at KaSaMa teachers. It's really our privilege. It's an honor for us to be sharing with you our advocacy. It will not be successful if not for the great work that teachers like you do. We recognize the valuable, the meaningful work, the help, the support, the sacrifice that you give our children. And ito pong kung maging successful po itong project namin, ang programa namin, ang advocacy na ito, kasama po kayo sa success po nito dahil nasusukat po ang tagumpay ng project na ito dahil po sa selfless at meaningful work po na ginagawa ninyo para sa ating mga estudyante. And we hope na kahit po itong sa meeting natin na ito, sa itong webinar na ito, makapag-produce lang po tayo ng isang Filipino Einstein, which is not far from happening. Malaking bagay na po ito, success na po namin na maituturing ito. Kaya sana po wag po kayong magsawa na ipagpatuloy pa. Nahihiyaman po ako, pero ipagpatuloy po natin ang sakripisyo na binibigay natin sa mga bata, dahil talaga naman na kahit nawala na si Dr. Jose Rizal, talaga naman pong sila ang pag-asa nating sila po ang ako, meron po akong mga anak, nakikita ko po sa kanila na bigyan po natin sila ng tamang guidance at mukhang bright po ang future natin. At together po with Wyeth Nutrition, tulungan po ninyo kami na i-nurture ang greatness ng bawat batang Pilipino dahil naniniwala po kami na kung magtutulong-tulong tayo, limitless po talaga ang possibilities na maa-achieve ng ating mga kid innovators. So maraming salamat po, Ma'am Celia. We are really very much thankful and grateful sa inyo, Ma'am Celia. Sa tulong po ninyo, marami po nagawa pong tulong sa amin si Ma'am Celia at hindi po namin ito mababayaran po talaga. Thank you, Ma'am Celia, for your help. And thank you rin po sa
You're
mga
welcome,
members
you're
ng
welcome.
KaSaMa Teachers.
My
Yun na
privilege.
po ang aking
This link, yes, some of you are asking for the link to the survey form, to the feedback form. Ito po yung tapat po nung aking green arrow. You should see that link. Yan, nakukuha niya po ninyo. Did you get it already? Yeah, regarding what Michelle was saying earlier, no, agree po talaga ako doon. Kayo po yung nakakaalam kung ano na yung naging sakripisyo ninyo, no, para sa mga estudyante ninyo. And if we just think about the expectations that we have, if you teach science using inquiry, ay talaga pong napakalaking sakripisyo po no. So, kaya lang, kayo din po, nakita na ninyo yung mga reward. Iba na ang mag-isip at gumawa yung mga estudyante na natutunan nila yung pag-conduct ng inquiry sa mga klase ninyo. And also, welcome, Michelle. I'd like to say it's really a privilege for me to be able to be part of the search. Ang dami ko din po natutunan dun sa mga gawa ng mga bata, no? And there's really a very strong confirmation and validation of the value of teaching science through inquiry and of supporting students' independent work. Maraming salamat din po sa opportunity. And again, to add to what we have already learned, there's a previous webinar in KaSaMa Teachers, also on KaSaMa Teachers live series. It's titled Designing Science Classroom Investigations in Grades 3 to 6. I think you'll get also inspiration from this presentation. It was conducted by one of our specialists in the elementary science group here at NISMED. I think conducted about 2 years ago. So you can check it out, check the recording, or just remember the webinar. You'll be able to look it up in KaSaMa Teachers. And then there are also some NISMED publications you might want to look at and give you some more support in facilitating inquiry-based science learning in your classes. I have selected some that are directly related to health, nutrition, and nutrition, health, and wellness, the food digestion, bones and muscles, etc. And most of these have both examples of pupils' activities as well as teachers' guides or teachers' materials. And there's a lot more. The link here actually brings you to the list of NISMED publications, so you can look up some of the other things that are not included here. But I strongly recommend that you take a look at them. They're not expensive. Price, I think range is from 15 pesos, that's 1.5, to just a little over 200 pesos for the source books, because these are really thick materials, no? Pansuli lang po yun sa papel, no? Yan. And then there's also an online course that you might be interested in. This is the second course that we're running. The first one we did was titled Inquiry in the Science Classroom. And earlier you might have noticed some of the participants talking about being classmates. This is where they have completed the course together. dun po sa Inquiry in the Science Classroom. And this course on thinking critically with data is a good second course after that. And I think this will also give you some very, very practical strategies for facilitating the development of critical thinking skills in your students through their engagement with data as they conduct investigations, from determining which data is considered evidence related to the question that they ask or the hypothesis that they've made, and up to collecting this data, actually collecting the data and organizing them, up to the level of analyzing them, and also making interpretations and explanations and connecting the evidence to either their hypothesis, whether it supports or rejects their hypothesis, or finding answers to the questions that they've asked. No? So, napakaganda po nito. And there's a link here to the discussion page in KaSaMa Teachers. If you want, you can sign up. And we only have a very short period for signing up because we need to run this very soon. This will span 7 weeks. There are 5 modules. We have added 1 module at the beginning and 1 week at the beginning and another one at the end, just to make sure that everyone completes it. And it will cross the period from November 12 to January 21, excepting the weeks of the holidays. So medyo, pag titignan mo, medyo mahaba masyado, no? But actually, hindi naman siya ganun kahaba. And then it also depends on how quickly you finish the activities required in the course. As a result, you will get a certificate of completion equivalent to 32 hours of professional development. And the registration fee is 2,500 per participant. And I assure you, it's worth every centavo that you've put in there. So again, maraming salamat, and I think these additional resources on KaSaMa Teachers and the different professional development offerings that we also included here has provided you a more holistic look at the importance of teaching science through inquiry, no? And the value that the real world really puts into it. And you have as a very concrete example here the Wyeth search, no, for kid innovators. So meron talagang value sa real world ang ginagawa natin sa mga klase natin. So again, I'd like to thank everyone. Please type on the chat pod if you've completed the feedback form, and make sure that you also add your name to the attendance sheet. Maraming salamat.